Friends, the perfect group with the perfect hobbies, similar goals, similar humor, similar style, similar schedules. Sounds like the solution to all your problems. Until it's not. What's the point of having quality friends and people and connections if you don't even feel worthy of it? And all you do when they come is repel. Hi, I'm Rainami or Rita, and this is Mocha Monologues, a journey of self discovery and healing documented. First of all, I'm sorry that I haven't posted for such a long time, but, I have an explanation. You probably noticed that my last video is 3 months ago, which I'm surprised has gone by that fast. I haven't been posting that much because I've been locking in for exams, and in the process of locking in, boy, haven't I gone through some stuff. But that means plenty more videos and ideas and stuff to talk about. And so I'm finally back. Mocha Monologues is like a journal. I have some prompts, kind of, that I will talk about in this video. What did it look like for me? For me, loneliness before those 3 months was mainly what you think it is: no friends or being surrounded with people and not being understood. But within those 3 months, I think I made many friends, many friends, but I still felt lonely. Did it feel like physically? For me, what it felt like physically is fatigue, drained social battery, but then the opposite, like a social battery that's so full it's exhausting, and dissatisfaction, if that's a physical feeling. What thoughts constantly passed? Like I said, you're an extrovert without a social life. If I had friends, everything would be fixed. My life would be perfect and shiny and wrapped in a bow. I was wrong. When did I realize that it's okay? I didn't fully realize that it's okay, but it's not that it's not okay. I realized that friends aren't everything. That's what I'd say. And that was later than I thought, if that makes any sense. It wasn't a long time ago, that's what I'm saying. Maybe a few weeks ago or a month ago. I realized this when I made many friends, yet I still didn't feel connected. I still didn't feel like that I'm satisfied. The thing that kept poking me in my mind was satisfied yet. And that's when I noticed that maybe this a little bit deeper than just friends. I think I've already said it. I had lots of friends, but I still felt like I needed friends. What have I learned? Loneliness treated me better than most people. That's how I'd put it. You see, in these 3 months, I did make many friends, like I told you. Not that all the friends I made were crap. I've made some very good friends in these 3 months. And after I came to the realization that they won't fix all my problems, I think I connected with them better. Most people that I filled my life with, the quality over quantity, now it was quantity over quality for me. Some of them weren't quality friends, if not friends at all. You see, some people treat you like shit. They make you feel worse about yourself. But then you're like, at least they're there, but then you still feel the urge to. You still feel the urgency to get more friends to fix that void when you still have people, even if they're crap, in your life. And so loneliness, I learned that loneliness treats me better than most people. I'd rather have few good friends, even as an extrovert, than have many friends that most treat me badly, just to feel the discomfort of loneliness, which isn't even that bad. It's actually taught me a lot. You need to think about it. Are you lonely because you literally don't have friends? And if so, why do you think, and what do you think you can do? Are you lonely because you're surrounded with people but you don't connect with them? Maybe because they aren't your people, or maybe because you haven't really reached out and tried to connect to them and make the first move and all. Or are you lonely because it's something within you, your self-worth, that you don't feel worthy of friends, even if you don't come to that realization? If so, then obviously it's going to have to start with you there, which was the case for me. When I make Mocha Monologues, it's not that I've come to the zen point, that I've solved every problem that I encountered in these 3 months and now my life is perfect and that's why I'm back on YouTube. No. If that was the case and I only made videos when life was good, I think I would have made videos like very spaced with a big gap in the middle. In these 3 months, I learned that my self-compassion was really low and my self-love was also lower than I thought. As much as I always felt like I was someone who was always preaching self-love to other people around me, I didn't practice it myself, which is probably why sometimes I felt so blasphemous. And I came home and I was like, I felt hypocritical because you're trying to help everyone with something you don't apply. Even in my earlier videos, that's what I felt, which is why I'm glad I took 3 months off. I learned about self-love that when you tie your worth to having friends and all, and putting all your eggs in one basket, but you aren't really connecting with yourself, you can't pour from an empty glass. That's what I'm saying. You need to be okay with being alone Imagine how attractive it is when someone can just sit and be comfortable in their own presence, even in a big event, and they are walking alone, but it's not like they look threatened or shy or anything. They just look okay with it. They're chill. I learned that loneliness obviously is when it's bothering you. But when you start coming to a point of self love and self worth and finding other ways to love yourself and reasons to love yourself, and not tying your self love to how many friends you have or academics or I don't know who you're dating or how much you do in a day, I think it really helps a lot with your happiness and even pouring into the things I've listed. You can connect with people because you've learned to connect with yourself, so you can just apply those lessons with other people. And if they don't like you, sure, at least now you're not threatened and you feel the need to make people like you. When your self love is high, it's easy to make friends, and even when you don't make friends, you're okay with it. When I found ways to, oh my gosh, my legs, I've sat in the same position for a long time. When I found ways to connect with myself, I think those habits are what made me feel less lonely, and at this point, not lonely at all. I don't feel lonely anymore because I connect with myself. Hi, why did it suddenly go dark?